Mercy without justice is the mother of disillusion. Justice without mercy is cruelty. That line from St. Thomas Aquinas nails the problem we all face when we mess up, with ourselves or with others, or when they mess up with us. If you only punish yourself, you get crushed. If you only let yourself off the hook, nothing changes. Either way, shame wins. Today, I'm going to show you how to stop the shame spiral for good. Not with tough love, not with empty forgiveness, but with a brave middle way. Justice and mercy in action. By the end of this video, you'll have a short, evidence-based practice called ACT. You can use the next time shame hits. This is the principle, the law of justice and mercy. The balance accountability principle, one of the 28 laws of mental health. Lasting health comes from holding yourself accountable with compassion, not cruelty. But here's the problem we're against: the shame spiral. It starts when we confuse who we are with what we did. Shame says, I am bad. It attaches to identity and isolates you. Brené Brown calls shame the most corrosive emotion because it whispers, you're not worthy of love or belonging. And when we believe that, we collapse into silence, into hiding, and into self-attack. Guilt, on the other hand, is an internal commitment to justice and says, I did something wrong. It points to behavior. And that feeling actually motivates repair and apology. Neuroscience confirms that both shame and guilt activate emotion centers in the brain, but guilt also lights up perspective-taking regions. It opens the door to empathy and reparative action. Shame lights up more self-pain networks. That can shut us down completely. Research shows self-compassion doesn't make you lazy. It makes you stronger. Big reviews show self-compassion lowers depression, lowers anxiety, lowers stress. So it's a protective factor for mental health. And multiple experiments prove this. When people treat themselves kindly after failing, they actually try harder the next time. They follow through better than people who punish themselves. So how do we get there? By balancing justice and mercy. Think of them like a marriage, a dialectic, two ideas that seem opposite, but are both true and necessary. Justice without mercy becomes cruelty, and mercy without justice becomes disillusion. We need both. The prodigal son story makes it visual. Two things happen at once. The son admits his wrong. That's justice. The father runs to embrace him. That's mercy. That simultaneous movement is the whole point. Balanced accountability breaks the shame spiral. Justice gives us the compass. It points out harm and the steps to repair it. Mercy supplies the fuel. It soothes the shame so repair can actually happen. Together, they transform shame into repair and growth. So how do we actually put the balance of the law of justice and mercy into practice in our lives so we can be released from shame? First, we'll start with a short mini practice, a let go visualization to relieve shame in minutes. And then I'll share a more in-depth intervention so you can finally end the shame spiral for good. So if you feel safe, close your eyes and follow along. Breathe in for 4 counts and out for 6. Picture the shame, the thing you can't change, as a stone in your hand. Name one repair you made or will make with another or with yourself in regard to this shame. Now take that stone and drop the stone into a flowing river. Watch it float away. Watch it sink and move away with the course of the river. Say to yourself, I will be accountable and I will be kind. Now, I want to introduce to you a short trauma-sensitive practice that you can use anywhere. I call it the ACT framework. This application of ACT draws from Brené Brown's shame resilience research, Kristen Neff's self-compassion practices, and Paul Gilbert's compassion-focused therapy, as well as John Gottman's work. It seamlessly integrates the principles of justice and mercy and helps to stop the shame spiral when it hits. Step 1, acknowledge and accept. This is justice-focused. Name the facts clearly. Not the story, not the shame. Say or write on day, I did behavior. This hurt who or what. Naming moves you from I'm broken to I did something wrong. Brené Brown shows that shame collapses us, but naming the event allows repair and growth. Paul Gilbert emphasizes owning the truth without self-attack. Step 2 is to change your body. This is mercy-focused. Calm your nervous system. Place a hand on your heart. Say, this hurt is real. I'm not the only human who struggles with this. Use Kristen Neff's micro mantra. This is a moment of suffering. Suffering is a part of life. May I be kind to myself in this moment. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. In, out, and repeat. Just a quick trauma note. If the memory is overwhelming, pause here. Reach for support. Don't force exposure. And step 3 is to think well. This focuses both on justice and mercy. Reflect honestly on what needs repair, and then ask, what would make this right? And the mercy part is to reframe your thinking with self-compassion. I made a mistake, but this doesn't define me. I can repair and grow. And step 4 is to take action. This also embodies justice and mercy. Justice in action is to apologize or make amends where appropriate. If you can't, take symbolic reparative steps. Write a letter you won't send. Create a ritual. Set a boundary. Journal to your younger self. Mercy in action means to forgive yourself genuinely. Not pseudo-forgiveness, real self-compassion. I did harm. I will try differently. I deserve care. Brown and Gilbert show that action and self-compassion interrupt the shame spiral. It builds self-efficacy and restores internal trust. So use ACT as a micro-ritual whenever shame hits. Justice gives you clarity and direction. Mercy gives you fuel to move forward. Together, they stop the shame spiral and help you grow stronger. So in closing, just a quick check. What surprised you? Was it that being kind to yourself makes you try harder? Or that true forgiveness needs responsibility? Drop one thing you'll try this week in the comments. I read them. Hit subscribe if you want more of these tools. Finally, here's a short song I wrote called Mercy on Me. Music helps the nervous system feel the lesson. Justice and mercy can live together in us. I'll leave the song for the closing minutes. Justice keeps us honest. Mercy keeps us human. Together, they keep us moving forward.
I've been staring at the mirror, wishing I could look away. The things I've done still linger, but they don't have the final say. 'Cause justice says I'm guilty, and mercy says I'm more. A scale that feels so heavy still points me toward the door. And I'm learning, slowly learning, that it isn't all or none. I can own the things I've broken and still forgive what I've become. Justice keeps me honest, mercy sets me free, and I'm finding balance with mercy on me. I called the ones I wounded, and I tried to make it right. It didn't change the past, no, but it softened what was tight. And I'm learning, slowly learning, that it isn't all or none. I can own the things I've broken and still forgive what I've become. Justice keeps me honest, mercy sets me free, and I'm finding balance with mercy on me. The hardest part of healing is forgiving your own skin, but mercy holds the doorway, and it lets the light come in. I'm learning, still I'm learning, to be kind and still be true, to repair the cracks with honesty, and let compassion carry through. Justice keeps me steady, mercy lets me breathe, and I'm finally living with mercy on me. Justice keeps me steady, mercy lets me breathe, and I'm finally living with mercy on